channel. My name is Mabel Undaka, and thank you for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, I want to say a very big welcome to you. If today is the first time you're coming across this channel, I say welcome, welcome, welcome. Pray that God in His infinite mercy will help us so that this year will be a favorable one to us. I thank you for stopping by. I'm grateful and I'm just saying welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, this video mainly will be talking to fashion designers. As you all know, I love fashion designers a lot. So, and this video will be mainly for our fashion designers. So this is just introductory video on how to stay put together this year 2025. In these tips will help you, and there are 10 good tips that will help you stay out of disappointing your clients, stay out of like not finishing people's clothes neatly. As in a lot of things, if it has a lot of advantage if you can only watch to the end of this video. Just promise me you watch the end. We'll have it part 1 to part 10. So please stay tuned to this video and you will not regret. So number 1 on my list on how to get put together as a fashion designer is plan your day. I just so love this that each day before I come out, I plan how I am going how I am going to spend that day. I plan on the clothes I am going to cut for that day. I plan on the work I am going to give to my apprentice on that day. Don't come out any day without planning without planning the activities that will go on in the shop that day. Even to the putting of buttons, I plan it from the house and I have it all written down. I have my planner, this book. I use it in planning my day. As you can see, I have days. This is my plans. As I don't know if you can really see them. You can see I plan my days. There's no day that I come out to the shop that I don't plan on what to do. Like when I come out in the morning, as in when I wake up early in the morning, the first thing after my prayers, or sometimes at night before going to bed, depends on how stressful or how that day is. If it's the days that I cooked at night, I might end up not planning because I know by then I'll be stressed up and then I'll be tired. I'll just retire to bed. But in the morning, as early as 4:30, I am up. I plan the number of clothes I'm going to cut. I plan the girls that will come to the shop, what each of them will be doing for me. Like I have everything written down. From the work that we worked, from the clothes that we worked over, that we've worked from the previous day, I plan for them ahead. Like I don't come out each day without having that day planned. When you have the days planned, or when you have the clothes you're going to sew planned, it makes you to achieve something at the end of that day. Don't go each day without sitting down to calculate what you have achieved for that day. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. Don't end your day without looking into what you have achieved. Sometimes I even ask my girls, what have you achieved today? What did you achieve today? Some of them tell me, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Yes, it's part of it. Not that I don't know what they have achieved, but I want them to know that each day you are supposed to sit down and calculate what you have achieved for that day. Don't be the type that go to the shop to gossip, or you have your friends come over, you gist, and at the end of that day you end up not achieving anything, or at the end you end up disappointing the customers that will come in for that day. And remember, when planning your days, remember that there are times when new customers will come in. For instance, in my shop, there are times where maybe in the course of you have planned the things you're going to do, you have new customer bring in clothes, and they want to like make choices of the designs or of the styles you are going to make for them. You create time for that. In your plans, you make out hours for customers. You understand, so that it will not disrupt your days. Most times early morning, once I come out, I have time. Once it's 9:30, I have started cutting. You understand? Because I know cutting takes most of the calculations are in cutting. Cutting takes most of the day, and most of the times, as in, what I'm trying to say is that cutting is one of the most important parts of fashion and designing. I know you get what I'm trying to say. There are styles that are very mild that you have to put many efforts, like you have to put much time to cutting of that particular styles. So those kind of outfits, you start morning time to cut them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you start morning time to cut them while the days, why the sun has not started shining, as in why the stress is not much on you. So that's why I said it is important you plan your days. From 9:30 to like this, it's time to do like this. From 10:30 to like this, it's time to do like this. I'll start sewing from 11:30. I'll on the generator by this. I'll start the weaving of the dresses by this. You understand? Such a thing, it might be little, or you might think that it's just normal stuff, but you find out that if they are not planned, at the end of the day you might not really achieve anything useful. You understand? So each day you come out, make sure you don't spend your day talking. Make sure you don't spend your time gossiping, or plan your, even when your days are planned, you understand, you have every work apportioned to each apprentice depending on their capacity, because you have already planned it from the house. Did you get what I'm saying? When you have your days planned, I'm repeating it again, you will apportion the work to each apprentice or to each staff depending on their capacity. Those ones that are just starting, as in those beginners, you know that theirs is just maybe to do the finishing trimming, to do the ironing, to do the packaging of the dress, as in to do, I don't know, I don't know how to like really put this, but what I do in my own outlet, in my own shop, is those ones that newly came, that they are not too strong with the sewing, they'll be doing the ironing, the putting of gum stay, the fixing of buttons, all those works that are normal, as in that they can do. I give it to them. Then those ones that already are used to sewing, those ones I have each of them. Some of them is just a fixed lining for me. Some of them have not started fixing zip. Although I apportion according to their capacity, because I've already planned it from the house. I've already planned it from the morning of that day. I already know that the last time this person did this for me, he or she did it very well. You understand? So I would depend, as in I would issue out the works of that day depend on what they have done well. So each day before leaving your house, make sure you plan that day. If you were to go to the market, if there are some things they are supposed to buy, you write them down and what time to go to the market to get those stuffs. Don't just uh don't just take that day the way it comes. No, you end up not achieving enough. When you plan your day, you find out that day you will achieve a lot of things. Stop being the type that entertain gossip. Stop being the type that leaves your outlet or your shop to other people's shop, as in, I don't know, but like literally when you're the type that looks for people that are not even looking for you, you end up not achieving anything that day. There are people that are time wasters. I don't know, there's friends that are time wasters. They are not doing anything, but they're just looking for where to just hang out and waste time, or hang out and wait till it's night for them to go to bed. So don't allow time wasters in your life in this 2025. I don't know if you're trying to, you do, I'm not saying you should keep away from your friends, but at that your work time, let them know that this is my work time. Let them know that this is the time I have to achieve something for my clients or for my customers. Because most times, all these disappointments that we're seeing, most of the time, is it that you don't have the time to do those fabrics, but because you're engaged with other things that are not really useful to the business. So in this year 2025, we will learn vividly on how to like stand our ground and achieve a lot of things. This year we are not wasting any of our time. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. But in this year, you have to make sure that each of your time in the shop, from your opening time to your closing time, that you have achieved a lot of things. Don't just sit down and while away time. Don't just sit down there and look for the next gossip to say. Don't just sit down there and look at people that are passing and look for one or two things to say about them. So this year, you make up your mind, arrange your day, plan your days before coming out to the shop, or plan your day before going to your fashion houses, or plan your day before going out in generally. In general, I mean, you plan your days. What I'm trying to say is plan your day, write it down, and at the end of each day, make sure you sit down and analyze what you have achieved for that day. Make sure you sit down and question yourself, did I really achieve this? If you achieved it, you have it ticked good, and if it is not achieved, you push it to the next day and make sure you achieve them. This year, we're not wasting time. This year, just say you have it said to yourself that you're not wasting time. You're going to stay put together. You're going to stay organized. You're going to achieve things that this year will not be like the previous years. You understand? So you need to stay put together. And I hope that you have learned one or two things, that each day before you go out to your shop, you have your days planned. Have it planned. Have it in a written document, in a written book like this. Have it planned. You find out that at the end of the day, you have, like, you come back fulfilled. You have that self-fulfillment in you, and you'll be happy. A lot of things will be averted, like disappointing or not achieving anything will be averted. You find out that at the end of the day, you have a lot achieved, and you'll be happy. You'll be happy with yourself. Most times when I get to the house, even when I'm so exhausted and so tired, I count back. I found out that I achieved a lot for that day, and I'm so happy because that day was not a waste for me. Like, I achieved so much. So if you can apply it in your business, you find out that business will grow automatically, because you find out that people's dresses are already packed and ready for delivery or ready for pickups. You understand? So what I'm emphasizing on, or what I'm agitating or angry on, is time wasting. Never you waste your time in this 2025. Like, get up, plan your days, and make sure you achieve, if not 100% of what you have planned, achieve, if it is 70% of what, at least for a start, 70% of what you have planned for that day. It's okay. Plan your day. One, plan your day. For the second time, I'm telling you, for the third time, plan your day before going out. Thank you very much for watching till this video. The most shocking part of this organizing yourself as a fashion designer is in the 10th part of it. So stay tuned, watch the next video. You'll be amazed at the things that you achieve at the end of each month, or at the end of each week, or at the end of each year. So please, if up till now you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please do well to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And please don't go without giving me a thumbs up. Like and share my videos so that YouTube will do the rest. So thank you. I'm so happy. See you in part 2.